Hello everyone, so welcome back and let's continue it from my last part where we left this video. So in the last part I discussed about the Azure site recovery and disaster recovery planning for this. Here I'm just and if you have not watched that part you can take a link from the description box and watch it. The entire Azure Beginners to Professional series is also mentioned in the same description box. You can take it out the entire series. So let's go ahead and do the deployment of disaster recovery with specific to this virtual machine. I will show you other options also in later on what exactly the Azure site recovery portal, vaults, what exactly available things are there. So let's just start it here. Here we have seen that the available location. So I have taken it West US here and going to next. So that will show a couple of things like the VM virtual resource group, virtual network, what exactly is sync, and it will go and configure it. These are the source which is already configured, and this is the target that will be created. Like this will the new virtual resource, VM resource group will be created, new VM network will be created. Subscription, it will take it as it is. If you want to modify it, you can also change it. Now its availabilities, we are not going to set in a availability set, availability zone. We are just taking a single instance. So we are replicating as a single instance for this virtual machine. We are not going to configure a complete zone. Here just a single VM. I'm going to configure it for the disaster recovery purpose. This is the storage cache account which we talked about, the storage disk. It will take, this is the replication settings, like recovery service vault. So these are the things because you have not created anywhere right now. If I go and check it out, let me just quickly show you in the same portal. Uh, I don't have anything, no recovery vault, nothing is configured over there. Let me quickly show you. Okay, so this will be created new, the recovery service vault. So if I check on this portal, okay, so this is the recovery service vault and you can see nothing is configured. I will show you later on once it's done. So this will be created once it's done. So this will do by default it will do automatic things automatically everything. So just go ahead and next to review the start application. So it's going to review it. Okay, everything is in place. This is the target settings. This is the source setting which is already in place and this will be further later on configured once we start the replication. So click on start to start application. It may take a little bit time, might be an hour, might be in 30 minutes or something, because it would be totally depend on the size of your virtual machine and everything. So just let's wait for some time and I will be back once the application get completed. It's now creating a target source. It will later on show all the things. I will be back once it is get finished and I will continue it from there. So just keep this, I'm pausing this video here at this moment. Okay, so let's back and continue. So now this one is completed. The replication is completed for the my app server, the server which is hosted. So you can see it. This is the structured scenario. Here you can just view it. The how the infrastructure is deployed, caching, disk is there, Azure site recovery, and let me just try to do a test failover or check it out quickly. Go ahead on this and we can see it. Is that working or not? So okay, lower to your Azure network and just click OK. So now we are going to test it from east to west where we have configured this, because right now we have configured the worst one. Okay, lower to you, and now the testing is started. In the meantime, let me quickly show you the recovery vault which we have earlier. Nothing was there, so let me just quickly refresh it. Now you can see the site recovery vault, the default name it's created, and site recovery vault resource group. which is hosted, that we have seen in the configuration. If you remember in the last uh, section or last few minutes back, we have seen that. So this is how you can see the replicated items. If I go, I can see that now it's the status is initiating a test failure. Status is healthy. Active location is east. Let me later on it must be at west once it's the failure get completed. So we can see the failure is still in progress. The activity, it will take a couple of minutes to get it done. Enable the replication and then starting failover test. It would take a couple of minutes, so just wait for that and see. It would take a couple of minutes. In the meantime, let me show you a few other things. Okay, so you can go in the site recovery. Once you go in the recovery vault, in the site recovery option, you have an option here. It will show how you can prepare your VMware machines to Azure. How can you prepare the infrastructure? And here the option you can see the Hyper-V machines to Azure. And this is the Azure to Azure, which we have done that right now. You can use this option to do that also. It's in the your recovery vault. Once you open your recovery vault, and that you will get option site recovery. In the last video, we have seen that for the backup. We have taken a backup section from here, if you remember, and now this is what we have a site recovery. For Azure to virtual machine, this is the option. VMware to machine to Azure, this one, and the Hyper-V is to this one. Let me just go back on the replicated item and see the status. Okay, the current is still the cleanup test is in pending. So it is in progress. So you can see the enable replication of VM1, it's in progress. That may take few minutes because we are just doing a test first time, and it required few more minutes. So let's wait for it. So the test failure is completed now, and it's giving me an option for the cleanup for the test failure, and we can see the 35 seconds as RPO. So it's good. Let me just go ahead quickly commit the test cleanup and starting a deletion of the test floor. So we will perform a complete failover once again and test it out. Okay, so just wait for a few minutes. And here you can see once you click on the completing test failure cleanup, you will see the status. Okay, so cleanup the test machine is done. All activities completed. And here you can see the latest recovery points which are mentioned here. So you can check it out, the latest recovery points detailed from here. If any alert or something, you will also get it this here. So this is what we have infra, and we will do the failover once again. That is the complete failover. After doing this refresh, I got that status like it's test failure and the last failover tested this time. So it's good. And now I'm going to initiate a failover. So this one is this what exactly? So this is shut down the machine before the beginning of failover. It's a recommended approach. If you want, you can take it as without shutdown also, but it would be totally depends how you like to proceed. So I'm just clicking on OK and going to proceed it. So it will take a few more minutes to do a complete failover. Now we can see the status is failover completed. So now the failover has been successfully completed. Okay, so let's me quickly see my infrastructure which is running successfully or not. And if I check it out the status in my vault, you can see my server that was in the East US, now it's moved to West US. So my application or my server is committed and the failover is done. So it's good, you can commit it from here. So the commit, you cannot change the recovery point of virtual machine. Let's make sure. Okay, so now it's committing it to failover. If you I want to change the couple of settings like change the recovery points, reproject it, disable it. So a lot of things that we can do it. And from here we can watch the configurations, replication manually. If I want to add something, I can add it like from here, Azure Virtual Machine, VMware Host, VMware Virtual Machine, Hyper-V Virtual Machines. If I want to add it, I can also add it from the Recovery Vault. If I want to create a manually creation of Recovery Vault, I can just go to Recovery Vault and I can add it from here. Simply, you can create a recovery vault, and with the help of that recovery vault, you can migrate your virtual machines or replicate your virtual machine. Not exactly the migrate, you can replicate your virtual machines. This is the same section which we already have here, this one. So guys, that's all about the Azure failover and failback of Azure Site Recovery. You can also do the fail back, disable replication and rework it. If you want to fail it back, you can fail it back the virtual machine also. So that's all on this, and I will be back soon with a new video. That link for the next video would you will get in the description box, as well as it would be added in the entire this beginners to professional series also. So you can also watch the entire Azure beginners to professional series. The link for this series is mentioned in description box, so you can watch all the videos from there. So do like it, subscribe my channel. Thank you so much and keep watching. Thank you.